One ball each, nearest the pin, and we'll pick a few scenarios and we'll see who takes the money. So this is a fairly straightforward shot. We're 15 yards off the green. How would you go about this one, David?
Well, it's a little bit, it's fairly quick down to the hole, rolling down the hill. We've got a slight upslope here, and there's almost a little crown at the front where it changes grasses into the green. Ordinarily, you think maybe you could putt that, but I think that's just going to knock me off course. So I'm going to go with a little bit of loft. Try and play a fairly simple chip shot that just checks and releases down the other side.
Great. Now, did you mention it was downwind?
It is downwind, downhill.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm absolutely sure you'd have spotted that. I think that's one of the interesting things. There's a lot of factors that David's taken into account, just intuitively standing to the ball, and I guess that comes from experience. And I know a lot of students would see this as, oh, standard chip shot, and just go about their normal process. There's a lot of kind of location things that we need to be aware of. Okay, so you're going with what loft?
It's my 60. I'm not really going to open the face, play a pretty square face shot, and that should give me enough height to carry onto the green and enough spin to just check and release down the hill if I can pull it off. It's slightly higher risk than the putt, but feels like the right shot to me.
Okay, let's see. That sounds harder than it needs to be for me, but you've no doubt done this before.
Once or twice.
See, lob wedge, but it's gone low, it's grabbed, it's just got to the top of the hill.
Grabbed a little bit too much, but it's still going.
I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. Given the skill level that took to get an okay result, I'm going with the putter. My only concern is, as David says, there's a collar next to the green. If it hits the kind of collar, it could end up literally just stopping. But it's down grain to get there, so very fast, and then it's obviously hitting the green. So the fact that it's down grain and downwind is what's prompted me to play the putter. Now, key when you play these shots is not to put so much swing in with the putter you end up topping it. I still need to strike it nicely. And I've just added a little bit of wrist to get some flow and some club speed. That is slightly past.
Pretty good.
Oh, I think that's just me, isn't it?
Always seems to be.
Next one. So second chip, David's choice. He's put us on a kind of fluffy bit of Bermuda. We're fairly short-sided, definitely cannot land it short. I mean, the ball just bounces backwards off of this stuff. It's got to fly onto the green, and then it's on a down slope. We haven't got enough speed for a spin, so I'm going to have to create some height. Now, my club face is wet and covered in sand. That is definitely going to reduce any chance I've got of getting spin. Right, okay, so I'm going with height. So I've got a lob wedge. Open it up, slide it under. And that was reasonably well, oh, that was well played. Right, Griff, 2 feet.
Yeah, beginning to wish I didn't choose this shot. I think I would go the exact same way, sort of almost, not quite a lob shot, but definitely a lofted shot. So fly it to the green, let it run down to the flag. A little too hard.
Yeah, well played. And about 8 foot past. Okay, 2 up to me. Right, shot 3. I'm 2 up, I've got to say. Downslope, into an upslope and up onto the green. The fairways here are really tight, and there's a drain that's kind of half in our way. This be interesting to see what David plays here.
This might take me a while. Yeah, pretty steep downslope. It's going to be tricky to run it through with the drain there and the steep slope. Not much green to play with. It's going to need a very good contact, quite a bit of check to stop this from running too far past.
So you're thinking height and spin?
Well, no, I'm gonna go with trying to land it on the front of the green. I really need a really good contact. I think if I get the contact that I think I can get, I can check it up in time with my lob wedge. This is going to require some skill. Yeah, and this runs the risk. I mean, I don't know if you can see that there is the kind of bank up to the green. If he leaves it in any way short, it will stop and come back down to the drain. Long, I suppose, would be less risky. Right, off you go. 2-0 down. I need to go for it. Oh, that's well played. That is really well played. And it's 2 feet. Yeah, very good. Well done. I'm
I think just for variety, I'm not going to go with that option. I mean, that was hugely skillful. I'm going to putt it again. So once again, it's down grain. I think I can probably miss that drain, and the worst I'm going to do is hit it to, I don't know, 15 feet. I don't want to tempt fate.
You just did.
A little bit right to left, maybe. Get up that hill. That's not bad, is it? It's swinging in. Like, get there, get there.
Oh, 2-1.
Yeah, one to David, but I mean, certainly the safer shot. Okay, one up to me. So we're behind the bunker. There's not a great deal of room there, and it's landing on a downslope. I don't know whether you can see that with the camera there. What I do have, which is just massively in my favour, is that it's slightly into the wind. So, you know, going into wind, it's definitely going to stop quicker than it would do otherwise. So although it's landing on a downslope, I don't feel I need to go enormously high. Clearly, you know, there's no putting this one. There is only one choice. So lob wedge, super open, loads of swing, and slide it under. And of course, there's water the other side. So I mean, that is definitely on my mind. That's not bad. I'll take that. 3 feet. Interesting contact. I was a little bit steeper than I wanted, but it seemed to spin.
Right, got my work cut out.
Oh, I mean, that was a far better strike. Too much speed though. Back to 2 up. Right, next shot. Now, ordinarily, I mean, at home, this would be just a doddle. I mean, I'm just off the edge. It's seemingly a good lie, and I'd play something low and running. But this is Bermuda into the grain, and I've had an awful time with these this week. Getting better. Let's see how you go about it. I think it's your honour, David.
Yep. So pretty downhill, a little bit left to right, wind's off the left. Just need to get
Is that going to affect it, the wind? I mean, we're only 30 yards.
a little bit as it starts to come down the slope. It'll help it to release out, which is.
See, I never considered that. That's interesting.
So it's going to be pretty quick once it gets over the crest of the hill, which out of this grass is tough to control. So
how are you going to stop the front edge digging in and duffing it in front of you like I've done all week?
I'm going to try and show you.
Toe in. Steep shaft, toe in. Interesting. That is exactly how to do it.
Go.
Beautifully
Go,
read.
go.
Oh, that is good.
I'll take that.
You know what? I was going to try and slide it under. I think that's exactly the way to do it. What did you play that with, David?
That was a 53, and I tow it in because I feel like I can get the edge of the club to just get to the ball before the sole gets to the grass.
So David has played that steep shaft, slightly closed, and now, you know, this side of the club isn't going to hit the ground and catch. And I was going to try sliding it, which often does get me through, but then I've got so much height. Now, yours was a bit left to right, wasn't it? So steep shaft, slightly towed in. I mean, if that's towed in, is that going to go left?
Yeah, a little bit. You do have to sort of aim a little right to counter that.
I've gone down the handle, feels intuitive.
Yep.
And just pop it.
Yep.
Oh, that's gone way left. It's got to come back. Now, I mean, that's not bad. It's, I don't know, it's probably 12 feet. I think I'm back to 1 up. Right, one more hole. Okay, so 1 up, 1 to play, and you know, let's imagine the ball's flown over the water and it's got stuck on the bank. I mean, I think the main thing is not to fall in like one of our students did a couple of years ago. So the big challenge here is not to drive the club in and get it stuck. I mean, you could easily just duff this into the bank. So unfortunately, it is my turn to go first. There's not a huge priority to get this high. I've got a little bit of room to run, but I mean, I'm on a launch pad, so I think I'm going to play this. Given that I'm going to be leaning back, I'm going to play this with 52. And as I say, I'm going to work hard not to be having the club dig in. I mean, you can see the club just bounces backwards when that happens. So open face, help it slide. Ball forwards and see if I can slide upwards with the hill. crikey, that's horrible. It's got to go. Oh, it's over the bunker, but it's got caught on the bank. Right, come on the bank. Oh.
Half buried. Right, I'm going to learn from that and give it a little bit more and go for the big parachute shot so it just lands.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough speed there.
Go with the 60, give it a blast.
Oh, I think that was the right shot, wrong club. Just about got it past me. David, thanks for your time. All
Enjoyed
square, a fitting end.
Thanks, Tom.
If you've enjoyed this video, then please click subscribe and I'll keep you up to date with more coaching information. And if you really want to take your game to the next level, then please visit my website, golfcoach.online, where you'll see there my subscription channel, which is Golf Coach Access, which is all about building a golf coaching and education community and having really structured long-term programs. And the best thing is you can get immediate free access.